Donald Trump is now saying that his blood is boiling over his anger about Vice President Kamala Harris as Donald Trump continues to panic as Vice President Kamala Harris surges ahead in the polls. Here is the email that Donald Trump sent at the very late hours, 1 a.m. on the East Coast. He writes, "Ben, I was thinking about you." And it says, "Dear Ben, I wanted to say this to you for a while, so I'm just going to come right out and say it. I would be completely lost without you. Watching Kamala Harris run our country into the ground makes my blood boil." And he puts that in bold, italics, and red. "While I campaign around the country and answer any question the fake news media throws my way, she twiddles her thumbs and watches the world burn. But your support gives me hope that we will save America from the radical leftists. To be completely honest," said no one who's ever completely honest, "without you, America would have never survived 4 years of crooked Kamala and her tyrannical regime. But right now, my campaign is at its critical moment. Please, Ben, give me my money. I know the great Kamala crash is wreaking havoc on hardworking Americans, but please, Ben, give me money." Right now, the economy is booming. America's energy independent. The stock market has hit its intraday all-time highs. Ask yourself, where's your 401k today? Where was your toilet paper under Donald Trump? There was quite literally a Donald Trump crash. Other than Herbert Hoover, Pervert Hoover, so I call Donald Trump sometimes, is the only person to disgrace the White House to actually lose jobs while in office. But that's what Donald Trump is spending his time doing this morning. Here, this was a message that Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign put out moments ago. Scott McFarlane reported at First New. Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign puts out a statement about whether there should be a mute button at the September 10th presidential debate. Quote, "We have told ABC and other networks seeking to host a possible October debate that we believe both candidates' mics should be live throughout the full broadcast. Our understanding is that Donald Trump's handlers prefer the muted microphone because they don't think their candidate can act presidential for 90 minutes on his own. We suspect Trump's team has not even told their boss about this dispute because it would be too embarrassing for them to admit that they don't think that he can handle himself against Vice President Kamala Harris without the benefit of a mute button." And so that message got to Donald Trump. And then moments ago, a member of the press asked Donald Trump about this idea about whether or not there should be a mute button when he's not speaking. And despite Donald Trump's handlers working very hard to have a mute button to shut Donald Trump up when he's not speaking, Donald Trump then said, "Yeah, I think I don't want a mute button. No mute buttons." So Donald Trump just undermined what his campaign wanted because he was baited by that message for Vice President Kamala Harris's team. Watch what Donald Trump said. Play the clip.
Would you want the microphones muted in the debate whenever you're not speaking?
We agreed to the same rules. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have it probably on.
And then Donald Trump then kind of moved towards his next line of illogic, where he then basically said, "Why would I even do this debate in the first place? I was watching the fake Slopadopoulos and the this and the," you know, he like bullies people like a third grade. It's like, watch, it's truly like when you watch this in the context of like, actually this is a baby, and no offense to babies, it like all kind of falls into place. Like, oh God, it's a baby speaking. But here Donald Trump goes, "Why am I even doing a debate with ABC? Why should I even do it?" Here, play this clip.
Hostility was incredible. And Reince was in there, but he was a little bit softer than he should be honest with you. But when I looked at the hostility of that, I said, why am I doing it? Let's do it with another network.
The best bacon, the best steak, the best chicken, the best salmon you'll ever eat, it's not going to come from the grocery store. It's going to come from the family farm and independent Alaskan fishermen. And now you can get it when you join the Moink movement today. Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and sustainable wild-caught Alaskan salmon straight to your door. Moink farmers farm like our grandparents did, and as a result, Moink meat tastes like it should because the family farm does it better. And the Moink difference is a difference that you can actually taste. Unlike the supermarket, Moink gives you the total control over the quality and source of your food. You choose the meat delivered in every box, like ribeyes to chicken breast to pork chops to salmon fillets and much more. Plus, you can cancel it at any time. And I love that Moink is helping save rural America. Join the Moink movement today, and you'll never turn back. Shark Tank host Kevin O'Leary called Moink's bacon the best bacon he's ever tasted, and Ring Doorbell founder Jamie Siminoff jumped at the chance to invest in Moink. Plus, they guarantee you'll say, oink, oink, I'm just so happy I got moinked. I know I do, and you will too. Keep American farming going by signing up at moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch right now, and listeners of our show get free hot rolls in your first box. It's the best hot rolls you'll ever taste for a limited time. It's spelled MOINK box.com/MeidasTouch. That's moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. One more time, moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. Look, do it, don't do it. Just make a decision, like act like an adult. We know that your campaign previously canceled the debate back in July. I know you were too afraid to do it then. And then you made up in your own mind some plan that you were going to create a debate that nobody agreed to before the actual debate that was set to take place on ABC on September 10th. Trump's like, we're doing a debate with Fox, and we're doing it in Pennsylvania, and it's going to be in front of a stadium, and I'm going to handpick who's going to do it. So you previously said anywhere, anytime, any place, and now it's at your own time, at your own place, with your own propaganda network that previously had to settle a defamation case for nearly $1 billion. Oh, okay, Donald. So you have Donald Trump doing that. You've got Vice President Kamala Harris calling him out. You got Donald Trump whining about debating. Should I debate? Should I not debate? You canceled it. Then you had your campaign spokesperson do like a Venn diagram when he canceled it, and it was like Kamala, Kamala, like what? Like. That's how you canceled it the first time. And then Vice President Kamala Harris said, I'm showing up to ABC on September 10th. Be there or don't be there. I'm going to be there. Then Donald Trump said once again he would be there. And now he's saying he's not going to be there because he thinks they are being mean to him. Take a look at what Donald Trump's surrogates are doing this morning as well, as Donald Trump's blood is boiling. Laura Loomer, Donald Trump's top surrogate, says that Trump ally claims to have information that may lead to Kamala Harris disqualification. Did Kamala Harris's mother commit immigration fraud? I mean, these people are so predictable. Charlie Kirk, one of Donald Trump's other top surrogates this morning, shows a photo of Governor Walz with multiple dogs. Is Governor Walz cheating on Scout with another dog? For real, this is actually their line of attack. Yes, this is Tim Walz tweeting about his dog Scout. Only problem is these are two completely different dogs. Tim Walz, an all-time legendary liar. Two different dogs. What are you talking about? He took his dog to a dog park. He took photos with other dogs at the dog park, which he does all the time because he loves dogs. Not just his own dog, but that's MAGA for you. These people are sick, our editor Ron Filipkowski writes. And look, he's got a lot of evidence from this morning. Here's what Don Jr. posted this morning. It is a merged face of Donald Trump and RFK Jr., and it says, Maha, make America healthy again. That's what they're saying. And by the way, you know, Donald Trump goes around and gives these speeches, though, and saying that if any school he will ban all schools from requiring there be any vaccines. So that's one of Donald Trump's lines. If you have vaccines in your school, I'll shut it down. I'm going to shut down those schools. Here's what Donald Trump said. Play this clip.
And I will not give 1 penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. And I will keep men out of women's sports, if that's okay.
I like this post by Jeffrey Gold right here. On November 5th, you decide. Take a look at that right here. And here is a video from over the weekend in Florida. This was taken yesterday in Florida. We're not going back. Here, play this clip. This just posted by Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign as well. $540 million have been raised. 1/3 this week from first-time donors, 200,000 volunteer shifts this past week, nurses and teachers among the most common donors right there. There you have it. Brian Fallon writes, Trump said unmuting the mics doesn't matter to me. Always suspected it was something his staff wanted, not him personally. With this resolved, everything is now set for September 10th. Well, we'll see about that. Donald Trump's going to completely win. Sam Stein's funny. He goes, art of the deal stuff right here, folks. Your campaign, the Trump campaign, draws a totally legitimate and easily defensible line that you, then Donald Trump, immediately erase. I go back to what Hillary Clinton said. I'll leave you with this. If you can be baited by a tweet, remember what she said? Let's play it.
Just ask yourself, do you really think Donald Trump has the temperament to be commander-in-chief? Donald Trump can't even handle the rough and tumble of a presidential campaign. He loses his cool at the slightest provocation. When he's gotten a tough question from a reporter, when he's challenged in a debate, when he sees a protester at a rally. Imagine, if you dare, imagine him in the Oval Office facing a real crisis. A man you can bait with a tweet is not a man we can trust with nuclear weapons.
Well, there you have it. Trump's blood boiling this morning. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Thanks for watching.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram @MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.